Okay, so this video is going to talk about just a quick description of how to calculate all of these values, which are going to help us to look at our data in a bit more of an analytical way. Okay, so mean should be pretty clear. So basically, remember what we have here is these are the heights of two different classes and about 14 NBA players. Okay. And we want to see, is there a difference between these? So a couple of the values that we can use um, is we have the mean, right, which you know how to calculate. We just simply type in average and then you highlight everything you want. So I want to figure out the average of all of these values. Okay, easy. N is basically the number of samples, the number of trials, the number of people in this particular group or things like that. So here we just use equals and then we use count A and we highlight what we want to count. So all this does is it counts the number of entries in here. So there's 14, easy. Then we calculate the standard deviation and we do that by doing that, typing in standard dev and highlighting the ones we want. So we highlight, we highlight those values and done. It calculates it for you. Easy, okay? And then the two other ones we've talked about are standard error, which is basically the standard deviation, which I calculated here, divided by the square root of the total number, the sample, right? So in this case, that's equal to B18 here because this counted all of these, okay? That gives us the standard error, right? Which gives us an idea of the spread of where the mean lies. And the more important one here is the 95% confidence interval, right? So this tells us basically that the average, the mean of this sample size is within, we have a 95% confidence value that it lies between the between 162.2 plus 2.4 and 162.2 minus 2.4. Okay, so to calculate this, you just type in confidence. Your alpha value for biology is always 0.05. And then your standard deviation, which remember we calculated right here. So I just said go to B19 for that. And the population size is N here, which is 14. So I just typed in B18 there. I do that and it gives me these numbers, okay? So what that means is we're 95% sure, we have a 95% confidence that the average, the mean, is greater than this, but less than this. Okay, so it gives us kind of a range of a set of values where we know that exists. Okay, and this is what we're going to eventually learn how to graph. That'll be the next video on that, is how to graph confidence intervals. Okay, and this is a bit more, it's a better number to talk about than say standard deviation, which is what the IB kind of wanted in the past, but we're going to try using confidence intervals in the future here. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Again, you can just click on this. It tells you where I got these and so forth. Remember, alpha is always 0.05. Okay, all right, thank you.